Hello, business analyst friends. Welcome to CareersTalk. In today's live simulation session, we will talk about stakeholder management. So we will learn how to identify stakeholders and build strong relationships with them. And we also demonstrate two powerful tools, the Power Grid matrix and the Rasi matrix. And to help us today, we have Vinodni as a business analyst and rest of all are the stakeholders. So Vinodni, over to you.
So thank you, Sanand. So today I would like to continue our few more queries for the session stakeholder mapping. And for that, I have Divya, a sponsor of the project, and Ramya, the product owner of the Lazada. And good day, team. I have few queries with you guys. Hope you will make the conversation interactive and provide me some input so that I can come up with few metrics, basically the power grid and RACI matrix. So yeah.
Okay, thanks, Vinodini. We will try to give you the information as much as we can, and let's dive into it.
Sure. So yeah. So the very first question is, how much influence do you have in decision making regarding this project, Lazada? How you feel you can influence? Yeah.
Okay, thanks for the question. And the question itself, you have already know that I am the sponsor of the project. So most of the decisions would go ahead with my approval. So I should always see how it impacts my decision. How does my decision is going to impact the ongoing of the project, or whether it's in a right direction or whatever maybe. The accountability lies with me. So I'm the decision maker, in the sense, with the help of inputs from the various stakeholders, I would be able to make the decision of how we need to progress in the project.
Sure. That really makes that's really a good input, Divya, for me to derive something. And how important is launching this e-commerce website within the agreed timelines? How important is to you?
Okay. So when we say how important it is, we have already have couple of rounds of requirement sessions along with you, and there were the other stakeholders as well who were answering the various requirements what they need. And as I said, this project is very crucial for us, because when you see our existing website, you can see there are various gaps, and there are various improvement areas which are needed for the customer. So this is very important, because we need to have our order management in place, keeping in the view the upcoming festive season and the new year. So, and the second thing is the customer retention is also very much needed, where we need to identify the areas why we are not able to retain the customer. Maybe it would be because of the products that are selling, the price issues, or whatever maybe. So, this would be another area where we need to concentrate. Um, and at the same time, if you see the order tracking or the inventory management, that is also an issue what we see in the present website, because the inventory management is not up to the mark, where we are not able to forecast the demand and supply as of now, based on the availability and the demand that is coming in. So when we see all these areas, it's very important for an e-commerce business. So I think it is very important for us to launch this project, because we are coming back as a customer centric, with a strategy of customer centric, that we need to satisfy our customers. So it's very important to launch it as a right date, on the agreed date, with you and your company as well. So this is also important for us to meet our revenues and our business goals. When I say that, the goals that we have committed in terms of revenues or profits. So yeah, hope that has given you a detailed view.
Yes, if yeah, definitely. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And I also feel to ask a question. Basically, I understand from your previous replies that you would definitely be an decision making authority. And if we come up with some project milestones or deliverables, will you be an a person point of contact for the approval or rejection process? Uh,
So in terms of project deliverables and milestones, we have a dedicated project manager who can take care of it. And Ramya is also there, who is a PO who can prioritize the requirements as per the milestones we have committed. So though accountability lies with me, Ramya and the project manager would be responsible for those tasks. So based on that, I'll be taking on my decision. Based on their inputs, my decision will be there. But yeah, definitely the responsibility is with PO and then project manager. But I would be accountable most, and I always trust them. I just take an input from them. That's it.
Sure, agreed. That's really helpful for us. And when it comes to Lazada, it's an e-commerce, as we know. Do you think that both buyers and sellers of this website will be benefited from our product, or it is just the sellers? Sorry, buyers.
Okay. Yeah. So, as of now, we are just acting as a collaboration platform between buyers and sellers. We are not main, we are not completely into the having our own inventory or this thing. We are something that we are planning in. As I said, we need to work on our inventory management as well. So buyers and sellers both are important. That is when the business comes out. When they have a seamless collaboration, that's when our website would be successful. I can say, when we are giving a seamless journey for them. So definitely both of them has to be benefited out of this. If one is not satisfied, then the other, there is no point for the other to exist. If customers are not there, if buyers are not there, there is no need for the customers to come onto the platform. If customers are not there, then there is no need for the buyers to sell on our platform. So I think both are equally important for us.
Sure, that makes sense, Divya. Thank you. And I have another query. Basically, how do you feel this project will impact other departments, as you mentioned, inventory or logistic? How do you feel, and where will be their responsibility in taking up the project entirely?
Okay. So as I told you, we had the session, our requirement session. We have all our stakeholders. We have people from marketing, we have people from customer support, we have people from inventory management, order management, and whatever. So, as in our previous discussions, we see that as of now we are concentrating only the MVP, minimum viable product, where customer can buy it and then it would be delivered without any hassle. And we are not looking for social marketing or whatever maybe in the first launch. So I think as of now the marketing department would not have most of the benefits from the first launch, I would say. They can just observe how it is going and what are the ideas or whatever they can integrate with the first launch that they can work out. So so that's the reason they should be keep on informing. We should keep them updated with the ongoing updates. What is happening with the launch and how it is going? What are the various features or whatever may be available for them to use? How they can integrate with the other platforms in upcoming launches.
Okay.
So that would be one thing. And I see most of the thing is with order management that we need to see. So we need to keep our inventory updates, the stakeholder who is responsible, you have to keep a close collaboration with them. So you need to understand how they want to work and what are the major features or whatever maybe they need from us, from you. And definitely you need to be in sync with PO, because PO is the person who always is a face of us, who will be in frequent touch with you, understanding the releases and then what are the upcoming features that she needs and whether it is working as per the customer need or not. She has the sole responsibility of approving your product. Okay, this is what the customer needs. So that's how the PO you can contact. So as of now, I think you should keep in touch with inventory management department, most of the time logistic department. Marketing is what you can just give them the updates of what are the features that you're gonna do. And then legal and compliance, we are not, as of now we are not expanding to the other countries or whatever maybe. So legal and compliance, we already we have a a site, so we have all the legal and compliance documents ready, so you can just take from them, so and you can keep them informed how it is going on. So these are the various departments which you can keep in touch and give them the updates as per the releases. Yeah.
Agreed. Sure. So when it comes to MVP, the mapping of the stakeholders would be different, and when we are ending up with a next phase of the project, I think this may vary, right? As of now, since it's an MVP, the stakeholder mapping will have an initial level of mapping, and once we are good with the MVP, I think the mapping would have to be revisited, and we have to update it accordingly. Is what I feel from your thing.
Yes, yes,
Sure. Thank you, Divya.
yes.
And hi Ramya. Good day. I have a couple of queries.
Hi. Hi, Vanzani. Good day.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So, what are the important outcomes or benefits you are hoping to see from this project?
Yeah, Vinodini, when you speak about the important outcomes, since ours is like we all know that it's an e-commerce based application, so user is like the center, right? It's like a focal point. So we have to make sure that user is having a good overall shopping experience. The website should be really super fast. It has to be user friendly. It has to be intuitive. And also it has to be like a smoother navigation. We don't want to see the broken links and all those things. And it has to be like the faster loading times must be there. And also we're also concerned about the security of our users. So there has to be a secure payment integration, secure transactions for the user. We have to keep the user's data private. All these things are really very important for us because, as I said, our business is dependent on users, right? And
Yeah.
also, having said this, it should also lead to increased sales, better customer satisfaction, and the loyalty of the customer is very important. I think that is like a factor which is the driving force for us. And having said this, from the user perspective, from the internal operational perspective, it is very important for us to streamline the process. Let it be, customer support or any kind of things. So operation efficiency internally is also a must.
Definitely agreed. Thanks for that, Ramya. So I'm just asking all this just to derive where we are and how we can actually map and take the decisions accordingly. Yeah,
Mhm.
I would also like to know, is there any specific outcome or deliverables that are particularly important to you as a product owner?
Yeah, Madhini, I think when I put myself in the end user shoes, let's say that I want to purchase something, but the first door for me is our website, right? So it has to be visually very appealing. The design should be very good. It has to be uniform. The buttons should be of the same color. It has to be like legit, and it has to be appealing as well. And we need to have secure order management system. As Divya pointed out, we are having some kind of hiccups in inventory management and order management. Let me talk about returns. Let's say for XYZ reasons, the user is not happy with the product, and when they return a product, we need to make sure that within 5 working days at the max, their money should be returned. And we need to have efficient return management also in place, which is a part of order management, and which is eventually going to affect the inventory management. And we need to also have the robust analytics in place, like what are the products that are in demand, what are the products that are not in demand, are there any repeating customers, and from what locations the customers are buying. We need to have all these analytics for us to make good decisions in our upcoming business, I can say. And additionally, I also like to say the features like personalized recommendations, easy returns, and also multi-channel customer support like AI support or a 24/7 chatbot or SMS, like a missed call or customer support. All these things are really very critical for us.
Great. Yeah, you just listed all of the major features. That's great to know, Ramya. And I would also like to know from Divya as well as Ramya,
Mhm.
what would be a success for our project? So what do you feel in your point of view?
I think for any project, there are two things, right? Either we have to reduce the cost or we have to increase our revenue. So the end of the day, it all stands upon like how much money we're making from the business. So it is very important for us to achieve our business goals. And also we need to increase, more customer engagement and improve sales. And also the operational cost, as much as possible, it has to be reduced. So, and also from the technical perspective, I can say we need to deliver the project on time within the budget that is being allocated. And also, if there are any possibilities for us to scale our, let's say we need to implement in a new location, like a pilot project in the beginning, and then expand it, the scalability of the product and the project should also be very good. So all these are the parameters I can say which defines the success of a project.
Definitely. Agree with you, Ramya. That's really sounds great to hear. Thanks for your time. Maybe Divya, your thoughts on the project success, what you feel would be
So,
it.
when I say, when you ask me as a sponsor, I always look at the business goal. So it should meet the our revenues and all, the targeted revenues. Maybe you can also get in touch with the reporting team on this. What are the sales and what are we aiming in future? So maybe you can get that data from the reporting team and see what actually makes sense for you to various parameters or KPIs that you can also help us in tracking so that we make it success. For us, it's all, as Ramya said, it's a business goal, and then if we reach our business goal in terms of revenues and profits, and at the same time when we are giving a, a fabulous customer support, right, as we wanted to come back as a customer centric product, if you are able to achieve it, that's would be our success.
Definitely. Agree. Thank you. The inputs, whatever you have given, had given a very good clarity for me where I have to actually take it forward for the next set of my action item. And thank you for your time. So now I would like to show some other items. So yeah. Uh, from our previous discussion and with the requirement gathering session and also this stakeholders meeting with a sponsor and the product owner, we have come up with two metrics. One is stakeholder mapping metrics, which is a power grid metrics, and the other one is RACI metrics. So I would quickly like to show that, and yeah. So yeah. So what is power grid metrics, right? So basically, the power grid or the interest grid is a matrix used for categorizing various stakeholders during the change project, allow them to efficiently manage it. So stakeholders are actually spotted on the various grid with their power and influence, and that's how we have come up with this particular item. So when we see this high and low, it comes in four combination, which is high and high, which power and influence are high. Those stakeholders comes under keep satisfied. When we have high power and low influence, we have to manage them closely. So when it comes to keep satisfied, we have our list of project sponsor, buyers and sellers. And of course, from the meet with Divya, we got to know that we have to keep the product sponsor satisfied, the buyers and the sellers of this Lazada application to be satisfied. And when it comes to manage closely, we would have Ramya as a top person who we have to work with along entire project, and we have to manage closely with them. And even the sponsor comes into manage closely sector, and the project manager, the entire project team would be as part of manage closely stakeholder list. And when it comes to monitor, it would be someone who has low power and high influence. So we will have people like stakeholders like
I
customers.
think it is low power and low influence, right, Vinodini?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Yes, Divya. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. So it is low power and low influence, which would be as monitor, and low power and high influence would be keep informed. So when it comes to monitor, we would we would be responsible to monitor the customer support and inform the particular department like sales department, marketing department, and logistic, to make them inform what exactly we are developing and what are all the various features we are gonna give and how they can implement in their sectors in the upcoming releases. So since it's an initial MVP, we will have these stakeholders plotted in this particular way. And when it comes to the phase two, I think this particular have to be revisited, and we will have to change the power and influence accordingly. And when it comes to low power and low influence, it's monitoring this teams, which is legal and compliance, non-profit organization, and customer support, where we will have to have a keen monitoring with these stakeholders, and we will be in a good way if we actually focus on these particular mapping and take along a decision or the upcoming projects deliverables would be basically based on this plotting of stakeholders. So I
Okay.
would like to.
Vinodini, just a second.
Yeah.
Ramya, if it is just correct me, my understanding over here. So when we say order management and inventory management, order fulfilling, so logistics would also be a part of order management, right?
Yes, Divya. So logistic basically is about transportation, right? So
Yeah.
definitely it's a part of it, yeah.
Yeah. So Vinodini, I feel that now as a part of MVP, even we are more concentrating on order management. So logistics would also be impacted, right?
Right. Okay.
So you need to put them. You have to, they also have a influence on your project. That's what I feel.
Okay.
So when we say that, it is on the high influence and low power.
Okay.
Okay,
Got it, Divya. Yeah.
fine, fine. Okay, fine. That is, yeah, that is good, Vinodini. I think that is satisfying.
Okay.
Mm,
So,
yes.
you mean to say we will need to have high power and high influence where they not keep satisfied, at least manage closely.
That's what I was thinking. So if it is a high power and high influence is what I was thinking actually. So I feel they should also be managed very closely. How the changes from the website are being impacted their data, or what are the next changes that they need. The even we need to monitor the change management systems and everything. So we need to, I feel that it should come under the above grid, where we need to manage them closely. So if you can discuss this with Ramya in your offline discussions, or you can discuss with the logistics department as well once. And for me, they should be under managing closely. So if you feel, if I mean, you can also have a detailed discussion with the department head, and then see what you can put it, because this also helps your communications, right? How you need to communicate with various departments, and how frequent the communications need to be. So yeah, I think you have to discuss with them once.
Definitely. Sure, Divya. I'll also connect with my project manager,
Yeah,
and maybe we will update you on this
yeah.
where they have to plot it in this. Yeah. Thank you. And I'll move on to the next, which is RACI matrix. And based on our previous requirement gathering session and the current session of the stakeholder mapping, we have come up with a list of tasks, and we have also aligned each of this particular roles and responsibility of the team into responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. So basically, a RACI matrix is a project management tool where we assign the roles and responsibility to team members for each task, milestone, or decision in the project. Right. So this particular diagram, which gives you an idea what exactly R stands for, A and C and I. So who's responsible for the for getting the work done, right? So for example, when I take a user story is nothing but a product backlog item, PBI. So definitely a business analyst roles and responsibility is he has to be responsible for framing, commencing the PBI and getting it approved and start with the development, right? So until dev picks it up, it is a responsible of a business analyst to definitely work on the user story. And when it comes to accountable, who will be accountable? It's a product owner, because he is the one who is going to review and who is going to approve the PBI, and only then based on his decision we will be able to take up the PBI and start with development. So when PBI is missing with some requirements, definitely this responsible and accountable will also have an impact on that. And when it comes to consultant, we will also need to consult this particular item, user story, with rest of other departments like logistic, and we will also see where this gets impacted with order management, or when it comes to other department like replacement or return of orders and all those. So all these stakeholders have to be consulted, and then this user story have to be approved. And who are all informed? It's just the development team who has to be informed that there is a PBI, and we are working on grooming on refinement on those PBI. So if they just get information on that, it's fine. But when it's come to development, they will be the sole responsible for developing, and rest all will be consulted and informed. So similarly, we have given the list of tasks where the responsible, accountable, consultant, and informed has been categorized for the different tasks with the different roles and responsibilities. So this is how we come up with the RACI matrix. And I think I'm good with this.
Okay, this is internal to your project, right? So yeah.
Right, Divya. Yeah, it would be internal with the basically the sprint activities on
Development. Yeah.
Right. So we just plot every other members of the Scrum team in this, and we make sure that they are responsible and accountable for certain item, and they have to be in sync with this. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with this. Thank you for your time, Divya and Ramya. Hope you had a good interactive session. I too had, and I got a lot of insights from you. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thanks for asking
Bye.
insightful questions, which has led us to more clarity in what is our expectation, so that there is no, we're all aligned on the same page, which is more important.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks for
Thank
your
you.
time. Take care. Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Have a nice day.